Okay. Thanks everybody for joining today's demo day. This is Pankaj Gupta from EthAum Venture Partners. As always, we will start the session with a brief intro and welcome from Madhu. Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm delighted to extend a warm greeting to all the investors, innovation leaders and startups who are joining us today for EthAum Venture Partners B2B Demo Day. Just to introduce myself, I'm Madhu Gupta, Managing Partner at EthAum. We are a deep tech revenue scaler based in Singapore and have 100 plus B2B global startups in our portfolio. As you may know, EthAum is popular for its Zero BS revenue scaler program. We conduct this program with the sole purpose of securing enterprise pilots, and our sales partners, resellers, system integrators have consistently supported us in this endeavor. During the program, along with a bunch of other activities, startups go through live-streamed roast sessions where their dream customers roast them and offer fabulous guidance on the GTM as well as pilot opportunities. What could be better than conducting your product demos with your dream customers or industry celebrities and receiving growth insights? You can check these sessions on EthAum's YouTube channel. Founders, if you are building something interesting and ready to acquire more enterprise customers or partners, then consider applying for our next Zero BS Revenue Scaler program, which is starting from August 2024. For more information, you can visit EthAum's website. Today, we are thrilled to present a few global deep tech startups from pre-seed to Series A stages, disrupting diverse industries such as mobility, real estate, enterprise SaaS, legal, retail, supply chain, and cybersecurity. You will watch the pre-recorded video pitches for 4 minutes and we will take 1 or 2 questions. If there are more questions, then please feel free to put them in the chat section and the respective founders will reply soon. I hope you have fun at the event and fall in love with the founders' passion and innovative solutions. I will now ask Pankaj to move the event along. Once again, thanks a lot for joining us today.
That was a pretty energetic start from Madhu. As you may have expected, we also have a very amazing and varied jury with a lot of experience in the investments and corporate innovation space. The jury will rate startups according to a few criteria and provide feedback at the end of the event. Now, I would request our esteemed jury to introduce themselves. Jury members, please provide a brief 30 seconds introduction of your work and of your organization. If I may start with Tor. Tor, please.
Thank you. Tor Rivers, CIO of Pershing Ventures. We provide growth capital to revenue positive startups.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Tor. Anil, please go ahead. Go ahead now, yeah.
This is Anil from Unicorn India Ventures, based out of Mumbai, India. We do early stage tech focused investments. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anil. Appreciate it. Alejandro, may I request you to do an intro, please?
Yeah. So Alejandro from Jetatu Group. I am the managing director. We invest in companies that are above 1 million EBITDA across different industries and different countries.
Thank you, Alejandro. Appreciate it. Ankur?
Hi, Pankaj. Firstly, thanks for the invite and really appreciate the opportunity. For everyone else, my name is Ankur Pava. I'm a managing partner at Peer Capital based in Bangalore, India. Look to do seed to pre-series A sort of checks, focused on tech businesses that are enablers leading into consumer, fintech, and health tech. We obviously have a very active thesis on applied intelligence as well, but stay close to these 3 industries. And as I said, enablers is really the core theme that we look to invest behind.
Thanks a lot, Ankur, for your time today. Mark, may I request you to do an intro, please?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Mark here. I'm the head of the incubation hub at FWD Group, an insurance company based out of Hong Kong, present throughout Asia. I lead the corporate venture capital arm. I have a VC fund focused on fintech and insurtech startups in Southeast Asia.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mark. Shalini,
Hi, I'm Shalini Chabra, based out of India. I'm managing partner at 3i Partners. We are an impact fund focused on pre-seed up to pre-series A investments, like the intersection of impact and tech to bring scalability to solutions.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Shalini. Awang?
My name is Awang. I'm an assistant head of accelerator from EthVentures. EthVentures is an accelerator VC from Singapore, and we're doing a accelerator, and also we're doing a funding for 8 industries like fintech, proptech, impact tech, health tech, edu tech, maritime tech, travel tech, and agri-tech. That, and we're focused on Asia, so it's not only Southeast Asia but also Asia. We have the 3 locations for our office: Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Awang. Janine? Hi there, Janine. Okay. Thanks to all the jury members for being part of the event today. I'm sure we will have some really interesting questions and insights from you for this session. Next is a very special keynote by Frederick Lataste, who has been a supply chain and operations leader for major retail and beauty brands. He graciously agreed to share his insights on how startups can navigate through the complex enterprise sales cycle. Frederick, may I request you to do a quick keynote, please? Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So my name is Frederick. I'm working in the supply chain, currently on a small company, but before I was working for big players on a global scale, especially with Unilever, LVMH, so nothing to do with FMCG and luxury brands, and working also closely with L'Oreal and Danone, so big players. The question mark is about innovation and capabilities to sell to big players. And my point will be to speak about 3 points. The first one will be the scale. So always interesting because big potential. The point that all the different companies, Unilever, LVMH, they are focusing on, I would say, retails, because they need local point of sales. And the last point is about innovation, because everybody in these big organizations, they are speaking about innovation, new products. But usually it's not only new products, because to give you an example, for instance, for L'Oreal, new product is 15% of the turnover every year. But they are massively looking for new experiences. And this is what is a big difference, because over the last 4 years, 4 to 5 years, they are massively looking for experiences. And they are then looking for AI and so on. So the last innovation point is about social and environment, but I think that the 2 investments are made on the product, because there is a direct impact on the turnover, and then secondly on the experiences. All these organizations are usually organized with the same way: a central organization and local activations. And for a startup, the key point is to be able to identify the organization. Who is the right person to talk to? In which organization? Is it on a local base, or is it on a central base? And when you have identified who is the right person, then usually you need 2 persons in the organization. The first one is what I call a sponsor, so a person who is able to understand the new product or the innovation. Because everybody in these kind of organizations, they are looking for innovation, they are speaking about innovation, but 90% of the people, trust me, they don't understand innovation. And if I say 90%, I'm probably optimistic. So in fact, you have to identify someone who is able to understand and to have a vision. This is what I need. And then usually you need someone who is able to activate. So the question mark is it easier to activate on a local scale or on a global scale? Depending on the organization, the central power is different. Usually, it depends on, is it a central executive power, or is it only a central organization providing the rules and then the different ways? But usually, local organizations, they will be quicker to identify innovation, especially if we are speaking about experiences, and they will be easier to activate, I would say. Last week, I was participating to a meeting with the CEO of L'Oréal. And the good point is that when he's speaking about innovation, new product, he's speaking about the best value for money on the consumer side. It's not speaking on the price. So the second tip is that usually, if you are speaking with purchasing department in the different organization, then the focus will be on the price, not on the value. So you have to identify where, who, and what level, especially. What is the level of the key contact? Usually, the young people, they will understand, especially when we are speaking about AI and so on. But I would say the more aged people, they will have a higher position, but they will be able to take the decision. So it's absolutely key to understand. If you are speaking about commercial people, I think it will be the right people to activate the idea and the innovation. Because commercial people, I'm not a commercial guy, I'm a purchasing guy. Huh? But basically, I think that commercial people, they have the capability to have the vision and to be able to convert an idea in terms of new business opportunities, in terms of value for the company. And if you are speaking about the value, then you are putting the price on the other side, and then you are able to speak about the implementation of the idea. And what is especially good to understand, especially if you are in front of the right person, discussing about the value, then you have to consider that you need something to put on the table, not PowerPoint, not speeches. You have to consider to have something to test, a mock-up if it is a product, or a demo if it is, for instance, a new app on an iPhone or something like that. Because you need to have something that is concrete, and then you have to invest. If you are not able, I would say, to invest, then you are losing the opportunity. And if you want to deal with many companies, then you have to consider many demos. That will be a massive investment on your side. So my I would say advice would be to consider that you have to consider fewer number of companies. You have to understand the companies, to identify the right person, the right organization, and then to provide a demo and then discuss about value. That is I would say, very complicated, but when you have identified the right person, you are able to make big money, big, I would say, development. The reason for that is that the big players, you are speaking with companies with more than 50 billion euros revenues. So when you are entering into the loop is starting to be very big. It's complicated. It's time consuming, but when you are in front of the right person, in front of the 10% of the person who are really able to understand and to activate, that's really accelerating, and that is really positive, because this is the real way to convert an idea into a real product, into a real success.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Frederick. Really appreciate this. We are blessed to see how you have summarized your decades of supply chain operations experience in a couple of sentences, a few paragraphs, and delivered that to our startups. And again, selling to the enterprises is extremely complex. And if you are able to understand, hey, what is my ideal customer persona and how to approach them, what should be the value prop, then it becomes extremely straightforward, just like a playbook. So again, really appreciate the insightful keynote, Frederick. Thanks a lot for that. And now it's time to dive into the startup pitches. Our first presentation is from sourcinggpt.ai. It's a Hong Kong-based startup offering an LLM-powered sourcing platform coupled with a network of sourcing experts. And here we go.
Hi, my name is Minesh Bore. I'm the co-founder and CEO of BuyHive and SourcingGPT. Today, let me talk to you about unlocking the potential of global sourcing using AI tools that we're building with sourcinggpt.ai. So, to give you a background, sourcinggpt.ai came about being from BuyHive. BuyHive, it's a Fiverr of sourcing. We have 5,000 plus sourcing experts that we have built over the last 4 years, and we've done $17 million in revenue. The 5,000 plus sourcing experts are going to be training the GPT and training the module in the backend. Our focus is on solving the efficiency issues of sourcing for small to medium-sized companies, and we are confident about it because we're founded by experts in the sourcing industry. So talk about the experts. Myself and Brent, we exited via a sale to Blackstone of Global Sources. We combined our strength with Michael, who's a third generation sourcing business, and Pranav, who is a techie who has built tools for multiple different companies. And we got a very good board of advisors in Zishao, Jimmy, and Christoph, who was considered as the guru of sourcing, who was the head of sourcing at Gap and the CEO of Tesco. So we have a very solid team to support this. What we're doing is, the problem today is sourcing is an expensive job, and it takes a lot of time and money to do sourcing, especially internationally. From searching up the suppliers to doing the RFQs, following up on samples, following up on quotations, seeking approvals, all that things take a lot of time, and a lot of that is mundane and could be a 3 to 6 month lag or man hours spent in trying to find sources for one particular product. Imagine a scenario where we can improve that efficiency. You will need less people, and of course it will cost you less. We want to simplify your organization's complex supplier pre-qualification process, and we want to build in a recommendation system that is trained by our sourcing experts so that you are able to make more efficient quality decisions in buying. We have built in agents for this in phase 1, where we will be building a search agent, a comparison agent, a quotation agent, and a shipping agent. And the goal is to have a virtual merchandiser for you. So the search agent. In search agent, you could do factory recommendations, market intelligence. You could search anything related to the type of factory supplier you're looking for. You can even do image search. The data is from our sourcing experts and many other open-end resources. The quotation management tool is where you can send in RFQs, you can build in RFQs, you can do quotation analytics, you can do quotation follow-ups, you can do purchase order generation, quotation generation, and recommendations. The comparison agent is where you have found multiple suppliers in different platforms, and you can do the comparisons of that in a very standardized way. We will also have a shipping agent which helps you calculate the landed cost of the product. So even if you have got quotations in EXW, FOB, CIF from different countries, you can find the landed cost of that product and then make the right decision so you don't lose too much money. In phase 2, we will be building in a virtual merchandiser, which is going to be able to do everything from sourcing to quotation management to market research to compliance testing and logistics for you. And what we are looking for is to raise $5 million for a pre-seed round for the company. Majority of it is going to be on building the tools. Thank you.
Okay, so that is from Minesh. Let's see if we have any questions for Minesh. Please unmute yourself to ask questions. And you might be seeing a poll on your screen. Please click on the options if you want to connect with SourcingGPT or Minesh later. Similarly, you will see polls after each and every startup presentation.
Manish, I just had a question, and firstly, thanks for the presentation. I think very nicely.
Everybody.
Yep, Ankur, please go ahead.
Yeah, so just one question, Manish, was when you think about there is obviously in this there is a buyer persona who's looking at the product, and there is a user persona who's actually using this product. From a sales point of view, what is it the value that each of them see, and what's been the early experience from some of the work that you've already done? And I think the second question, part of it was that I think what I understood obviously was that there is a side, maybe there's a SaaS side to this, but then there is also buying agents that are already plugged in, and maybe just explain that for a minute as to how the model works and how this creates the network flywheel for you to expand.
Yeah, I'll answer your second question first. So the second question is very important because what we are doing with the Sourcing GPT, while it is a SaaS model and makes revenues on its own, it's generating a lot of funnel opportunities for contract manufacturing, trade finance, logistics, and many other solutions in the procurement fields. So that is the main things. And to answer your question about the persona, all these solutions are basically, as you can see in the slides, improve the efficiencies for the buyers, the merchandisers, the buyers, the sourcers that work in companies and that are going out to find new products or find new suppliers or compare new suppliers, and all these mundane tasks that we take up hours and months of time. We're trying to do those in few seconds for them. Does it answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you, Manish. Is there any other question for Manish? If you have more questions, please use chat section. We'll move on to the next presentation, which is Spintly. It's a San Francisco-based startup offering a fully wireless cloud-backed access control system to the leading commercial real estate companies. And here we go.
Hi, I'm Rohin from Spintly, and Spintly is an IoT platform enabling a sustainable future for the built world. We are focused on solving problems in buildings and specifically in access control systems. Physical access control is lagging logical access control. Logical access, like accessing your software systems, your data, or servers, has moved far ahead using technologies like two-factor authentication, single sign-ons, VPNs, etc. But when it comes to physical access control, like entering your building, you're still relying on your physical badge or a key. Organizations spend almost $50 per employee every year managing their badges and keys. Almost $1 trillion is lost every year due to poor physical security. Physical access control is stuck with hardware-centric systems which are expensive and hard to install and set up. We are solving this problem by moving your access badges, keys, and fobs into your smartphone or wearable devices, which makes it secure, convenient, and sustainable. We have already scaled our platform to secure more than 4,000 doors, 250,000 users, and 300 customers already using our solution. We are currently enabling more than 4.5 million door openings every month. We generated $1 million in revenue last year and expecting more than $2.5 million in 2024. So how do we do this? We digitize access in existing buildings by retrofitting existing access control systems, which is very easy to install and set up. We enable smart access on new doors using our unique wireless mesh technology, which saves more than 80% infrastructure cost. And we bring in other smart devices like smart locks and AI-based cameras onto our platform to provide a complete physical security solution to our customers. We seamlessly integrate these hardware systems with your identity management and HRMS software systems to completely automate your physical security related workflows. All this is made possible by our cloud-based access management software platform. Our core technology is based on our distributed wireless mesh architecture, which we have built ground up and which gives us a very strong technology moat around our business. We have 7 patents, we have the first mover advantage in this space, and we have a very strong technology stack. We have more than 300 customers in India. We are now scaling globally. We have also expanded into large enterprise customers like Tata, WeWork, Brookfield Properties, JLL, and many others. While we are acquiring customers, we've also been building partnerships with ecosystem partners. We've partnered with silicon vendors where we're building technology on top of their chipsets and offering these solutions to our ecosystem partners. One of our key partnerships is with Apple, where we can now push your Access badge or your key into your Apple Wallet. We sell through a network of channel partners into specific market segments, which include commercial buildings, multifamily residential buildings, manufacturing, warehouses, and universities. We generate our revenues through a subscription-based model through technology licensing and hardware sales. We have a very healthy 40% gross margin on our hardware sales and 75% margin on our SaaS sales. Our success has only been possible because of our strong team. Both me and my co-founder Malcolm have 18 plus years of experience in the wireless technology space. We have a strong 80-member team in India and a 3-member team in the US focused on our US growth. We are backed by some great investors and advisors who continuously help us navigate through various challenges. We have had a great journey over the last 3 years. We recently raised a seed extension round of $2 million through some exceptional investors like Accel Partners and Chakra Growth Fund. We will be raising a Series A round this year, which will help us scale our business even faster. We look forward to partnering with you and would love to have you on board our exciting journey ahead. Thank you.
Fantastic. That was Spintly. Congratulations to Spintly for raising a $2 million of round from Accel recently. Unfortunately, Rohin could not join the call because of another conversation which is going on. We will have to move on to the next presentation, which is B2Metric. And if you have any questions for Rohin for Spintly, please put them in the chat section so that we can get their responses later for you. B2Metric is a Turkish startup. They are offering AI-powered customer intelligence solution to the leading enterprises. And here we go.
It's a sad reality that we are globally still recovering from the recession caused by COVID-19. Many companies have considered layoffs or even gone bankrupt. On average, about 20% of companies shut down every year. Hi, this is Murat. I'm the CEO of B2Metric. B2Metric is an AI-based superhero marketing analytics that stops customer churn and boosts growth for the companies. During the recession days, keeping your customers is highly crucial for the companies. Let me explain what B2Metric does with the problem at Allianz Insurance. Inefficient user journeys, multiple data sources, and unmanaged user data point result in high customer churn. With B2Metric, Allianz has increased user retention rates by 22%. B2Metric has increased customer retention rates in multiple industries for 25 customers in 2023. We have a $1 million ARR and we are growing rapidly. We are working with many SaaS and subscription-based B2C companies with our unique automated machine learning-based decision intelligence product. B2Metric's secret sauce is its patented AI and adaptive learning-based customer churn prevention. We offer a 3-step solution. 1. All user data sources can be integrated seamlessly within the company. And then, B2Metric AI provides best-in-class decisions about user churn probability and hyper-personalization to give the best growth recommendations. Consider B2Metric as a superhero for solving business problems. Boosting campaign efficiency, predicting the future, and tackling issues as customer churn are among our expertise in multiple industries. Insurance companies such as MetLife, Allianz, and Zurich, unicorn SaaS companies like Insider, or telecom leaders such as Türk Telekom is struggling with customer churn. Retention rates jump by 30% when B2Metric get involved those. Now, how a big market is this, you might ask, right? Well, the data analytics software market is worth like $46 billion. US and EMEA focused SOM will be worth $650 million for B2Metric. Our goal is to acquire this growth primarily through AI-based customer data analytics, SaaS, and mobile-focused companies. In a nutshell, B2Metric isn't just a solution, we are the game changer, superhero for customer data analysis. Currently, our pipeline and projections indicate that this year's ARR will be $2.5 million. B2Metric differentiates itself from its competitors. By using automated machine learning models and robust explainable AI, we aim to optimize all aspects of user analytics. Furthermore, you will be able to gain actionable insights into campaigns and customize marketing actions to predict customer churn. Our co-founder CTO Tuna and I have spent the last 15 years separately developing AI and marketing analytics as a result of our close cooperation on the data analytics product. I'm confident that we can take B2Metric into the global market as a unicorn company. Those are our current investors, and we are happy to have them in from our previous investment rounds. Thank you so much, and join our journey to stop companies from losing customers. Thanks.
That is B2Metric, and we have Barira on the call to respond to your questions. Let's see if there are questions from the BFSI leaders. Yeah, Tor, please go ahead.
Hello.
Hi. So if we were to provide, say, 500,000 of funding, how much additional revenue would you be able to generate? And how would you see the timeline for that production?
That's a great question. Thank you so much. So this year's pipeline that Murat has already mentioned in the call, in the presentation, this year's pipeline, even without raising anything, where we will be able to close at ARR of 2.5 million, and we're right now raising 1 million quickly. So that 1 million, and given that if you're investing 500K, will lead us at least 30% surge in the existing ARR that we've, that we already have on the plate. So given that if we're able to raise 1 million in next 2 months, we're able to increase the ARR of this year from 2.5 million, 30% above that. So
thank you, Barira. Thanks a lot, Tor. Any other question? Mark, I see you unmuted yourself. Go ahead, Mark.
Sure. Mark here. What are the main areas that you're spending your money on? And especially if you raise your 1 million, what would you be spending it on primarily?
Primarily right now, we're spending on getting more local hires in the regions that we're trying to expand into, APAC being one of them. By the way, we already have customers from APAC because of our indirect partnership with Insider. Insider is a unicorn out of Singapore, if you may know. And through Insider, we've expanded into the APAC region and recently closed some deals in Malaysia, Vietnam, and so on. So right now our goal is to hire locally because there's language barrier, and right now our team is based out of Turkey. So there's English language barrier as well as in local regions it's better to have local teams operate there. So main goal would be expanding teams locally. I think that would be the first concern that we would try to cater to, because and then there are a lot of POCs and product expansion, product roadmap on the line, which needs a little bit more funding as we're expanding into newer regions. There's a lot of traction, and that traction needs to be taken care of with some funding. So that's just what's on the radar.
Thanks a lot, Barira. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Tor and Mark. Next is Open Energy, which is started by Y Combinator alumni to solve battery swap and energy storage challenges for EV fleets. And here we go.
Hello, I'm Dean. At Open Energy, we are targeting B2B fleets with a robot that swaps EV batteries. We're here because we are facing a huge sustainability problem. In fact, by introducing millions of EVs, literally a tsunami of retired batteries will become e-waste, and it's inevitable. This is accelerated by the high degradation due to fast charging, 3 times fast. And we have high recycling costs and surging demands for raw materials like lithium. As many leaders in the world agree with, recycling is not the first solution. We need to keep in use products longer, and that's the first life. Then, ideally, leverage the second life for less demanding applications, and then recycling them. And this is exactly what we do with big EV batteries. We target B2B fleets in logistics and mobility as a service, because these vehicles are driven on average up to 20 times more than vehicles for private use. This lady is the CEO of the biggest logistic EV fleet in China, which is managing over 100,000 electric vehicles. Before the sustainability problem, all fleets need to have sustainable costs. Precisely, this is called TCO, total cost of ownership, which means buying the EV, maintenance, repair, everything that you can see here. With ICE, the problem was mostly just maintenance and paying the drivers. But now, with EVs, multiple problems are added, especially due to the heavy and expensive battery pack that is also deteriorating quickly due to fast charging it every day, and a very expensive infrastructure. So we came up with our solution, HyperSwap, a new generation of robots that can replace EV battery packs instead of charging them on the spot. There is only one thing to remember about us, our competitive advantage, precisely on the price, durability, and mass production. In fact, we have an unfair advantage because we can reduce the overall cost by half. Basically, fleets like Amazon or Uber can conquer the market because they are paying 50% less while saving the planet. And we can also keep batteries in warranty up to 3 times longer. With HyperSwap, we are solving the main problems for the fleets by extending the lifespan of the battery 3 times longer, giving a fully charged battery in just 3 minutes, faster than a gas station, and the infrastructure cost is way less expensive. HyperSwap is not only the most affordable and reliable EV battery swap technology, it's also an energy storage system that can charge all the batteries when it's cheap. The extra energy harvested can go back to the grid when it's needed. Basically, we're helping the grid while making money with energy arbitrage. It's literally a 24/7 cash machine. We already have a live demo of our technology. We're showing how we revolutionize EV battery swap to EV manufacturers and other stakeholders by using a completely new approach involving advanced technologies from our experience in robotics, aerospace, and Formula One. And this is how we compete. We basically made a miracle in cost reduction, several times more affordable compared to existing solutions. Also a miracle in engineering, solving the major problems and even handling different battery packs with just one station. The market opportunity is huge. Over $300 billion in electric light commercial vehicles. In US and Europe, it's about 100, and we're targeting 1% of it. We want to provide our technology, hardware and software, as a service for mobility and energy companies. We already have a great interest from those companies with over $250 million of a combined deal size signed. This is where we are right now. So step one, the toughest one, is done. We prove that our technology is solid and it has been validated by external partners. Now we are raising money for the second step, to adapt HyperSwap to our first customer and then start our first pilot with one of the largest energy companies in the world. And then step 3, the SOP, the start of production. We have a stellar team with decades of experience working with the top 10 automotive companies. Our team and our technology can solve the problems for EV fleets today. And it's a no-brainer choice also for autonomous vehicles. We are combining it with autonomous energy. To recap, we are open energy. We developed HyperSwap, the most affordable and advanced EV battery swap in ESS, targeting B2B fleets with over 250 million in LOI and MOU signed. And if you're interested to know more, come talk to us. Thank you.
That is 10 from Open Energy. Let's take questions.
Hi, Tin. Mark here. This is definitely you're going to be filling a very important gap in the EV space. My question is one more of how you intend to, I guess, collaborate with existing EV manufacturers. I think you said that you can apply this to 80% of existing EVs in the market right now. How are you navigating the issues about liability if something happens, you get into accident or a fire, for example?
Yeah, so usually, I mean, we are coming from an experience of developing complete EVs, okay, for Audi, Volkswagen, and all the top 10 automotive companies. So we have good connection with them, and basically, we work with them, okay, to implement HyperSwap in the vehicle, so they can offer their logistic vehicles, let's say, or taxis, with the fixed battery or with the swappable battery, okay, and the warranty is fully covered by the OEM. In some case, eventually we can do also a retrofit, okay? In logistic vehicles is kind of easy, okay, because of the chassis, pretty simple, yeah? And yeah, in this case, we can have an authorization from the EV manufacturer to approve this. It's like aftermarket retrofit. So it's okay also with that. But we prefer to have it in the production line, and we are not disrupting the production line. In fact, it's kind of like a plug and play solution. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, any other question for Tin? Yeah, Awang, please go ahead.
Hi, Tim. This is Howard here. So, I want to ask about the IP. So, who's owning the IP, data and product IP? Who's owning the data and product IP for now? And how much is your runaway for now?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
The IP, I couldn't hear you well. I think you're talking about the patent. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
patent, who's owning that, and how much
The
your runaway?
company. Yeah, the company owns the core patent of HyperSwap. We have a unique approach that is engineered for fleets, heavy usage fleets like Amazon and Uber. Okay. Yeah, from this main patent, after raising these funds, $6 million, we're going to file 10 more patents that are evolved from this one. Okay, so more specific parts, etc. And then you asked me about the runaway. Okay, right now we have a runaway of 3 months, and we are closing the fundraising pretty soon. So yeah, that's the situation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tin. Thanks a lot, Mark and Awang, for your questions. Again, if you have more questions, please use the chat section. Next is Wingback. It's a Y Combinator startup offering billing platform to help AI startups manage their pricing complexity. And here we go.
Hi, my name is Torben and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Wingback. You can think of Wingback as the Square for B2B SaaS, because just like Square provides everything that mom and pop shops need in order to monetize their offerings, Wingback is providing everything that B2B SaaS startups need in order to monetize their products, which includes a broad array of things, including billing and metering, but even things like front-end components for the sign-up flow. But what makes Wingback really special, though, is that we support hybrid pricing and dual sales motions. To explain that a little bit more, hybrid pricing means more than one priced feature per pricing plans, and dual sales motions means both PLG sales through a pricing page and high-touch sales through salespeople. Interestingly enough, Stripe Billing and Chargebee, the most dominant players in SaaS billing, don't support this at all, and this is very frustrating to early-stage SaaS founders, especially those in AI that have basically different AI models with even different costs associated to them that they want to make part of a single pricing plan. It's simply not possible with the legacy solutions, and this is where Wingback really makes a massive difference. Our product is an all-in-one platform for the monetization of B2B SaaS products, and it includes a pricing plan editor that allows non-technical folks to create every single pricing plan imaginable, no matter which pricing model, which price, or which combination of features. We also provide a customer management portal where you can assign plans and plan configurations on a per customer basis, and a lot of other out-of-the-box front-end components that our customers use in their sign-up flow, or even for the billing of their customers. In addition to that, we also provide CRM and accounting integrations to make sure that Wingback fits into the sales stack of its customers. Since launch in December 23, we went from 4 to 15 customers, and our content efforts have paid off. If you look at organic searches, we went from 20 to 500 at the moment, and our pipeline has grown to 41 companies in the final evaluation stage, which means that they can convert within the next 6 weeks. Currently, we are at 80K in contracted annual recurring revenue, but if we just continue at the growth rate of the past 2 months, we will be at 250K in contract annual recurring revenue by the end of Q2. We charge our customers using the same business model that Stripe Billing is using. So our value promise is you pay roughly the same that you pay for Stripe Billing, but you get a much better product. And that's a 0.5% transaction-based fee, plus, depending on the company's size, in either $99 or $3.99 platform fee per month. Our ICP at the moment are seed and Series A stage B2B SaaS startups. They are venture backed, have more than 50 customers. They have more than 500K in ARR. And for us, that means that they are a 10K ACV ticket size, which means that it's economical for us to service them. We want to continuously go up market, and eventually we also want to target enterprise customers, because we are aware that more than 70% of the revenues lie in enterprise in B2B SaaS billing. And of course, we want to leverage that too at some point. Currently, we are raising a 1.5 million round with 600K already committed at a 12 million post cap. And what do we want to do with it? We basically want to hire 2 people who have been either working for Stripe or for Stripe Billing or ChargeBee, to basically have them sell our product and basically increase our GTM capacity, which has been, just founder-led sales until this point. And with this round, we want to get to 1 million in contracted annual recurring revenue to raise a proper A round. My co-founder and I know each other since we are 15. So yeah, we are, kind of like an old married couple in a sense. And we have a very close team of founding team members here that is really, going beyond to make happen that, Wingback becomes a great success. And we also have 3 engineers in addition to the folks on this page that, basically built this great product that we have built so far. Yeah, if you want to talk about our product, if you want to talk about our financing round, get in touch. Thanks.
We have Torben on the call to respond to your questions. Yeah, Torben, please go ahead.
Hi, Torben. So based on the desired use of funds, are there initiatives that are better suited to a non-dilutive form of financing, more debt-like compared to equity?
We thought so at some point, but I mean, our revenues, I think, are still not like, there. I mean, it's not like, we're like net positive or anything. So short answer, no, I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, you may be seeing a poll on your screen. Please respond to that. Let's see if there's another question for Wingback.
Okay, I just had a question for Torben, and I'll make it quick. Torben, firstly, congratulations. I think a great business and
Hi, Jermaine.
Hi.
Hi.
Torben, the question was on, I understand.
I'm good. Sorry, busy.
Sorry, yeah, Torben, the question I had was, I think, when I think about Stripe and Charby, and I guess the difference between, the dual sales motion and the hybrid pricing, I understand, obviously, they don't do it. But I guess the question was, is there a high entry barrier for people to build, in this space? Because, many have tried in the past and haven't been as successful. So as a team, what sets you apart, and is the timing different than what others have done, and therefore, what's the unfair advantage you have to build and succeed in this?
I mean, first off, I think, the founders that you've seen building in this space are usually come from this, like from an accounting perspective, or like, from basically like a former like finance perspective, and they don't really see the connection to product. And we really believe that, billing UX is product in the end of the day. I think that's very different on the product side of things. And another factor is that hybrid pricing and dual sales motions, they've been kind of a nice to have before this whole AI trend came around, And for AI companies, feature-based billing is just absolutely necessary. And so, right now it's really a choice. Do you want to build this in-house? Most likely no, because it's a total mess. So I think that's in our favor right now. And does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you. Thank you, Torben.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Next is Hercules AI, a German startup offering LLM-powered virtual employee solution to manage various complex and repetitive tasks. And here we go.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm a virtual avatar of Yash, the CEO of Hercules AI. Imagine a world where advanced AI assistants handle all day-to-day enterprise cognitive labor, while humans assign tasks, give feedback, and approve their actions in natural language. This is exactly the vision Hercules AI is trying to bring to life. With Hercules Platform, you can build custom AI employees for any enterprise role by adding features like domain-specific intelligence powered by our proprietary AI models, which we are building in collaboration with European Union, and by giving AI employees access to relevant applications, tools, and databases using a simple drag-and-drop UI. Think of it as assembling Lego blocks to construct powerful AI employees in mere minutes. What sets these AI employees apart is that they're not only intelligent and good with tools, but also possess long-term memory and the ability to learn from human feedback and get better over time. So far, we've bootstrapped Hercules AI and successfully launched Hercules Basic, which several businesses are trying for free. Our AI integrations have already generated $150,000 in professional services revenue and a promising $5,000 monthly recurring revenue just 2 weeks post-launch. With over 25 businesses lined up, we're on track to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue within the next year. Let's start with one of the customer use case where we helped build a farming assistant. This was targeted at farmers in Africa, where farmers could not only ask the bot any farming-related questions, but also only with natural language instructions could do any marketplace transactions. Depending on the source of the query, the bot is smart enough to understand the word limitations and answer accordingly. What happens if I feed my cow too much food results in different answers based on if the question came from SMS, web app, or WhatsApp. Not only that, the bot has access to FAQs and other data on the marketplace website and easily refers it to answer internal application-related queries like, how does payment work in this app? Now, the most useful of the lot, the bot can understand the buy and sell requests of the farmers in natural language and facilitate the transaction by talking to internal data repositories. In essence, with Hercules, you can create powerful AI assistants for any purpose in minutes. Let's take another example to illustrate how you can harness Hercules AI to create fully autonomous AI employees. Consider marketing analyst. This AI employee is continuously at work, enhancing your return on investment by optimizing your marketing spend. Plus, it's designed to learn from your real-time feedback, becoming more effective and efficient as time goes on. Hercules AI employees also perform tasks like updating databases, preparing documents, sending emails, and more, effortlessly integrating with your day-to-day operations. Our ideal customers are small to medium-sized enterprises with 20 to 500 employees, which typically have faster sales cycles than larger corporations. In the US and Europe alone, there are over 60 million SMEs representing a vast market potential of $300 billion per month. We are targeting 20% of this market as our serviceable addressable market, aiming to capture 1% of it, which would lead to $600 million in monthly revenue. We are seeking $2 million in funding to accelerate our growth and solidify key partnerships. Our goal is to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue by the second quarter of 2025. With this investment, we project a growth trajectory that will conservatively lead us to $100 million ARR by 2030, offering a significant return on investment. Last but not the least, steering Hercules AI is Yash, our CEO and my human avatar, with a wealth of experience from Amazon, Adobe, and Accenture, and a track record of generating $150 million in ARR. Alongside is Kantha, our founding member from the Tübingen AI Center, bringing cutting-edge research to our foundation. And keep an eye out, we'll soon unveil a strategic advisor, previously a founding executive at DataRobot with a $250 million ARR impact. Thank you for your valuable time. Happy to connect for any questions or collaborations.
That was a virtual avatar of Yash, and now real Yash is ready to respond to your questions. Yash, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you everyone for the opportunity. Happy to answer any questions.
Mark?
Hi, Yash. Mark here. Yep. A lot of corporates now are sort of clamping down on use of Gen AI, particularly because of security concerns. How are you navigating this?
Yep. A very good question. So, I have a background in privacy, security, and compliance. So, we are building something which is very compliant. But for a short term, we don't want to go after like regulated markets, right? From a GTM perspective, for example, finance, insurance, these sort of like regulated markets, we are like avoiding because of like longer sales cycle and like longer diligence which is involved. And also we are avoiding larger corporations as well. We are going after the mid-market companies where sales cycles are shorter and regulations are like not too much in terms of which we have to like adhere to. But yeah, I mean, in general, with the larger vision, we want to build an enterprise AGI, right? Where our AI assistants has to like take any task and like complete that task using certain applications, tools, and databases which it has been given access to. So of course, I mean, like we'll be building more sophisticated compliance and security aspects in a longer term for sure.
Thanks. I have a follow-up. So a lot of if you're looking at SMEs, right? I think you mentioned 50 to 200 staff. Well, they'll be short on time, and I think in a lot of cases the staff are not, I guess, tech savvy. One of the biggest issues that, well, at least we are facing is also the issue of hallucinations and incorrect answers. How are you managing that with your
Yep. So, I mean, hallucinations can be managed in multiple ways. So, for example, I'll give one example, right? So, we have a proprietary algorithm where we don't hit the LLM once, but we hit the LLM, let's say 100 times, right? And implicitly, by sort of like the architecture of the LLMs, right? You can say that 20% of the time it hallucinates. Out of the 100 requests which you have got, you can say 20% of the requests are right and 80% of the 20% of the requests are hallucinatory and 80% of the requests are right results. So then we have a proprietary algorithm which will pick the right results by clustering. So there are like certain techniques which you can use, and also you can reduce hallucinations by giving much more context, right? Which using retrieval augmented generation, where you are taking the specific data from vector database or graph databases or your internal search repositories, and then adding that as a context to your LLM before returning the results. So that's also like increases your chance of giving highly like accurate results. And the third thing is something called as reinforcement learning with human feedback and direct preference optimization. So these are like advanced machine learning techniques, which OpenAI started with reinforcement learning with human feedback, where they capture a lot of like data and like feedback from real humans, and then they incorporate that into the model. So the model knows now, okay, what I did in the previous sort of like instance was wrong because my reward is like higher when humans give me like feedback and make me do certain things, right? So there are like multiple ways in which we try to like avoid it. And regarding your questions on how to approach the mid-market clients because they're not tech savvy, that's exactly like why we are building this. Our product is targeted for like business audiences. So we build pre-packaged AI employees, right? For example, we have a functional executive assistant and functional sales assistant as well, where it's pre-packaged. So it has already undergone training on how to make Calendly sort of like a meeting, send Calendly meeting invites, how to like schedule a calendar a meeting invite. If you get email, how to like transact with a particular person to schedule such meetings, and also like how to answer some generic questions, right? About your company or about your persona or like depending on your use case. So these are like pre-packaged. So technical savviness is not required from the product perspective when our clients use it.
Okay, I think we'll have to move on to the next presentation now, which is Nicolytics. It's a Techstars-backed startup offering a measurable, affordable, hyperlocal advertisement solution. And here we go.
The billboard industry is challenged, from the fragmented inventory leading to complex implementation, and last but not least, the extreme difficulty to measure and track the overall success of the campaign. Thankfully, at Nicolytics, we've created a platform that makes posting an offline ad as simple, scalable, and measurable as posting an online ad. We do this with our network of over 50,000 professional gig economy drivers available nationwide and network of over 600 installers that wrap the vehicles. Once the campaign goes live, the advertiser gets access to our real-time dashboard that provides not only the number of impressions, but also the types of consumers being exposed to their ads. We then digitally retarget their ideal client profile on their mobile device, connected TV, or even on the laptop on their house. We take this one step further by showcasing attribution. We'll show them who visited their website, who visited their retail location, or even downloaded their mobile app. We're helping brands to understand their return on ad spend, all the while connecting online activity to online engagement. Since we launched the company in 2019, we've ran over 100 campaigns across 40 states, delivered over 1 billion impressions at a fraction of the cost of what it would cost for traditional out-of-home advertising. We've also started to work with B2B mobility companies, currently in pilots with InDrive, GetAround, and Cabify, to help integrate more ad revenue into their business. Another exciting sector is in the robotic space. We partner with all the major robotic players in the US and have amassed a network of over 5,000 robots across 50 universities in 10 major cities. So how do we make money? Similar to a software as a service business, we require a 6 to 12 month contract. Brands pay us an average of $1K per vehicle per month. We require 10 vehicle minimum per campaign. We then would share 30% of that income with the gig economy driver, the robotic provider, or the mobility company. We then have the ability to digital retarget on top of that, which increases our margins to a historical rate of 65%. So who's the team behind Nicolytics? As CEO and founder, I've been a lifelong entrepreneur. Started my first company when I was 19, where I sold it 2 years later. I then ventured into the world of sales, where I've been fortunate to work at organizations like NetApp, Salesforce, and even was hired to build out a new sales team at Gartner. Since 2017, I've been a full-time entrepreneur, even selling a company for multi-million-dollar exit. Our CTO is also a huge part of what we're building. Ricky has a PhD in computer science, specifically in geolocation data. He was an early Google Maps engineer and has extensive startup experience. In addition, we have team members from Deloitte, Google, TikTok, and experience at large agencies like Digitas. We've seen significant year-over-year growth from 2021 to 2022. In 2023, we really found product market fit, where we did 3.5 million in bookings, growing over 300%. We're on pace to hit 10 million in revenue this year, based on partnerships we developed through agencies who help act as resellers that allow us to stay very lean while having more conversations with brands. We do believe that this business is a $1 billion global opportunity. To achieve 100 million ARR, we need to get to 8,333 cars, generating 1,000 a month. We believe we can achieve this over a 5-year period. Of course, easy for customers to say, or a startup founder to say how great they are, but it's all about their customers. So we've worked with some major brands like Amtrust, Nationwide, Charles Schwab, DirecTV, and many more. We have over a dozen case studies and poised for significant growth. We're currently raising around at 13 million post money and a $3 million amount with less than 600K left in allocation. We do have our lead investors in place. We welcome you to reach out with any questions, where you can do so at judah@nicolytics.com.
Fantastic. We have Ricky on the call to answer your questions. Ricky is the CTO at Nicolytics. Yeah, Tor, please go ahead.
Hi, Ricky. So it looks like you're almost done with the round. So I guess I just want to know a little bit about what the uses of the funds raised will be. Sounds like you'll probably hit it, but and which initiatives are the priorities? And if you did achieve a larger amount than the funding round, where would you put the money?
Sure. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the question. So as of now, we have a product roadmap where we are bringing in-car displays as well. So apart from the wraps, physical wraps, we will be getting into digital in-car displays. So that's one of the key things that we're going to roll out this year. And some of the robotic partnerships that we have in the US, they have presence in Asia, specifically Taiwan, Japan, and some regions in the Middle East. So there is an opportunity and conversations happening in those ends where we would be interested to expand to these geographies as well. Our current technology is in place for the solution that we're serving today, which can continue to grow, putting in a sales team. But then these are some of those initiatives around data, around monetizing the driver data set is another key area where we are kind of focusing on. So like I mentioned, I think we have about 500,000 left in the round to close. But yeah, I think we are hopeful to close that in the coming weeks.
So congratulations, impressive business.
Thank you, Tor. Appreciate it. Any other question for Nicolytics?
Yeah. Hey, Ricky. This is Awang. And from the mentioned book revenue before, from 2024, how much has been realized in Q1 from now? Okay. And what's your biggest challenge to realize it? Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Apologies if I won't get the current exact numbers. I can share it offline with you. But I mean, currently, one of the key differences that we did since the mid of last year was the initial focus when Jura started off was basically any small, medium-sized mom-and-pop shop. Anyone could advertise for a smaller value for a minimum number of days. But what we've kind of now focused on is typically 12-month campaign or 6-month campaign. Currently some of the customers that are live right now, we're looking at about 100 assets. Like the Charles Schwab was 100 bots across LA. Similarly, all the coming campaigns, we're looking at more enterprise customers. So that has kind of changed. So per customer revenue per annum has considerably changed from the last time, from the initial days of how Jura started. But with regards to exact numbers for year to date, I'll have it shared offline.
Thank you, Ricky. I know you are more focused on technology and products, so financials may not be your sweet spot. But yeah, thanks a lot for taking these questions. Judah had to take a midnight flight. He's based in EST time zone, and that's why he could not join. But yeah, thanks a lot for your questions, Tor and Awang. Let's take the next presentation. It is CyberBay, a Hong Kong-based startup providing AI-powered bug bounty platform, solving the cybersecurity challenges of fast-growing SMEs. And here we go.
Hi, this is Felix. I'm CEO and co-founder of CyberBay. Nice to meet you all. Before I founded CyberBay, I've been a partner with one of the Big Four consulting firms, leading the cybersecurity practice to help our corporate client to get ready and respond to all kinds of cybersecurity incidents and active breaches. While we have been helping our corporate clients to respond to cyber attacks successfully, whenever I look around, especially in the APAC location, around 60% of the organization have been attacked, and half of them indicated that it is not their first time. Why is that? Based on my experience and observation, the real issue beneath cybersecurity challenges is a talent shortage. If we look at the external statistics, the world needs 3.4 million cyber talents. 60% of the demand is coming from the APAC location. Now, we all realize there's a talent shortage, so most of the organization, they will get external consultants to help them. It is not helpful to newcomers because they will never have easy access to real-life challenges and learn how to become an efficient and functional cybersecurity practitioners. So here is CyberBay. For business organizations, CyberBay is a single marketplace for them to mobilize thousands of ethical hackers and security researchers. CyberBay focuses on building, nurturing an APAC-oriented community of bounty hunters. And we also offer extra care to the business organizations in the form of warranty. I'll pass to Galina, our Chief Strategy Officer, to talk you through about our commercial arrangement for CyberBay.
Hi, I'm Galina, CyberBay's Chief Strategy Officer. Based on CyberBay's product and target market, our service addressable market is estimated at 17 billion. With the rise of digitalization coupled with increasing reliance on cloud infrastructure, the cybersecurity market opportunity in APAC is huge and keeps growing. Nonprofits, startups, and SMEs are the backbone of innovation in APAC, yet they often lack the resources for a comprehensive cybersecurity solution. This is where a bug bounty platform like CyberBay can offer a more tailored, affordable, and scalable solution for these organizations. As Hong Kong's leading bug bounty platform, we have an established presence within the city. Our goal is to make cybersecurity easier, more secure, and accessible for all of our APAC clients. We plan to achieve this by offering managed programs and highlighting our pay-as-you-go model. This allows clients to only pay when bugs are found. No bugs, no fee. Absolutely zero upfront costs. We plan to do this by mirroring what we found to be successful in Hong Kong, by forming local channel partnerships, engaging in local hacker communities, and collaborating with government entities. In today's world, cybersecurity is not just a necessity. It is a race against time. We offer 3 cost-effective subscription models. Get continuous AI-driven monitoring service with our Cyber Scan plan. Subscribe to one of our Cyber Shield packages to access our crowdsourced pool of researchers. This is not a simulation. This is continuous, real-world security tests where real people are looking for bugs on your site. If you still get hacked, After subscribing to either of our Cyber Shield plans, we offer post-incident warranty coverage up to 2x.
Thanks, Galina. So I'm back to talk about the value proposition of CyberBay. Unlike other traditional penetration testing or security assessments that focus on a point-in-time exercise, CyberBay offering a continuous cybersecurity assessment, and most importantly, it's all happening in the real-life environment with managed control through our Lighthouse VPN. We are committed to making cybersecurity more accessible and affordable. We have received great traction in Hong Kong. As a next step, we would like to work with you and co-create a more secure digital space. Thank you.
So that was a high energy pitch from CyberBay. You may be seeing code on your screen. Please feel free to respond to that. Let's see if we have questions for Felix and Galina.
What's your bounty like
What's the question?
when you find bugs?
The
What's
bounty
your
like?
average bounty? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So it's based on one bug report. So if someone it's based on the criticality of the bug. So if it is something that disclosing customer data or resulting in the website being controlled or taken over, it is a critical bug. In that case, the range is around 5,000 Hong Kong dollar to 6,000. So if we're looking at some medium or low risk bugs, usually is around 1,000 Hong Kong dollars. So that's how the corporate can choose the bounty price based on the average suggested by our system. But we also offer a managed bounty service, so we can manage the price, so the corporate don't need to care about that much, and they can do that by using our subscription model.
Thanks. And how successful have your bounty hunters been in identifying bugs?
So far, they're doing pretty well, because most of them actually have experience and certificates, and their background has also been vetted. For example, in Hong Kong, we have campaigned with the Hong Kong Police Force, with the Cybercrime Bureau. So their background has been vetted, and when they hunt bugs, they are under our Lighthouse VPN. So we can see what kind of a test they have done or what they have not done. In that case, we can also send them some reminders to help them improve. So if we look at some of the more success bounty hunters, they can earn around 70,000 Hong Kong dollar in 2 months' time. So we are growing, and we are going to have another launch with the police force and PCPD in coming summer. So we hope we can get much bigger and better on that.
Thank you, Felix. Appreciate the response. Again, if you have more questions, please use chat section. Next is Frank Avenue. It's a French startup offering a patent marketplace. Here we go.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Cyril Amar, and I will take you through Frank Avenue, the patent licensing marketplace. Our team combines experience and young talents. We are working from Paris, Singapore, Delhi, where we have our technical people. As a lawyer specializing in patent matters, my clients in Europe, Asia, and in the US have often asked me to help them solving this problem. Licensors, patent owners, want to tackle new markets with thousands of patent implementers, who in turn want to know how much they should pay and to whom. This is a problem that companies encounter in all technology sectors. The IoT industry is a good example of a rapidly expanding market where patent owners and the thousands of patent users have a hard time finding agreements at a reasonable cost. In addition, a new EU regulation forces all players to move quickly towards a more transparent licensing practice, which is exactly what we offer. Our solution is an online platform with a built-in marketplace. It offers 5 toolkits that our customers can use to search the information they need into our vast database of more than 650,000 licensed patents. They can analyze that data, buy patent documentation, negotiate online and or buy patent license agreements, and in no time. On Frank Avenue, patent owners and users save time and cost by a factor of 10. They easily recoup their membership fees on their first deal. We have 3 revenue sources with membership fees, services, and commissions on online deals. In 23 and 24, our revenue is coming equally from membership fees and services. From 25 onwards, membership fees will increase and commissions on online sales will progressively become our primary source of revenue. Those figures here show a rapid rise in the SAM due to the launch in 24 of licensing programs targeting IoT by the largest players such as Qualcomm, Nokia, Ericsson. There are a few providers of data and analytics, but no other company offers a platform dedicated to licensing. Our negotiation room offer is unique. We have been chosen by the largest patent owners in France, Thales, and in the US, Qualcomm. Both are using Fran Avenue to secure their licensing business and boost their income. We have a robust pipeline at the end of April 24, and we discuss with the main patent owners and users. As you can see on this graph, we have had a strong revenue growth between 2022 and 23, and this growth will be sustained in 24 by the launch of our AI-generated patent analysis. We see a lot of traction for this new tool. And in 25 by the online sale of basic click and collect license agreements by major patent owners. Finally, in 26 by the new EU regulation. We need $250,000 to develop and market our new AI solution. Our prototype works fine. It's wonderful, and we can improve it. We will funnel half of the funds to the technical development and the other half to sales and marketing. This will increase and accelerate memberships and revenue growth. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Fantastic. We have Cyril and Veronique to answer your questions. Please unmute yourself.
Tor here.
Yeah, please.
So the 250, if I got that right just a second ago, half of it is for sales and marketing, and so what is the timing and size of that payoff, or kind of the your projected growth from being able to have that capital and deploy it to that initiative?
Well, we have already a prototype, a proof of concept for this AI generated, claim charts, if you know what I mean. Yep. And yes, our customers are just, asking us anytime, when are you launching it? Because we've shown them, examples. So we can launch this summer, somewhere in July, and that would generate revenue in the second half of this year.
Okay.
Thank you, Tor.
Thank you.
Cyril, what's your current focus? Is it EU focused or is it global right now in terms of patents you cover?
Well, totally global. Our main customer, Qualcomm, is in the US, Thales is in France, but they have patents everywhere. We have advanced discussions with LG in Korea and other big players. So global. The market is global by definition.
Thank you, Cyril. Okay, if you have more questions, please use chat section. Next is Rad. It's an Israeli startup backed by Techstars, which offers a data-driven e-commerce story reviews. And here we go.
Hi, my name is Sivan Baram, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Rad. We are alternating product reviews with a different kind of product reviewing solution that is based on videos that are personalized with AI in accordance with the customer's specific preferences and purchase history. This means that each and every customer meets a completely different set of product reviews in accordance with their purchase history and preferences, style, colors, sizes, anything that makes a customer unique. We have the data because we are getting all of the insights from the videos that are placed on the brand site. We know what people are searching for, We know what their sizes are. We know what the colors they prefer to shop for are. And this is why we can offer them product reviews that are only relevant to them. This is a case study with one of our first customers and design partners, Barry M, a Shopify Plus company that has developed RAD very early on and basically has allowed us to evolve from an app into a sophisticated platform that personalizes the product reviews. They started out as beautiful videos that can be displayed anywhere and are now product reviews that are created by the shoppers and are shoppable, personalized, and even live. Integrating RAD is super simple. Basically, customers can now download RAD on Shopify with few clicks. They are immediately able to create or allow the customers to create beautiful product reviews and of course get access to data that can be displayed as graphs on a monthly basis, showing the engagement, the conversion to sales, of course, on a monthly basis or per video. So it looks like a beautiful Netflix of videos where the customers can then see the data for each and every video. Of course, they can also host a live broadcast independently. This is something that we have integrated into the platform to allow the brands the full ability to create content and to display video content on their site that can also be broadcast live. So this means they invite their followers to a specific time slot and host a live by either a company official or a partnering influencer. And the customers that are then join the live broadcast can, of course, shop through the video with a very special promotion that is only offered during the live. This is a very powerful tool to increase conversion to sales. This is a bit about our progress. We're, of course, focused on Shopify because this is where we started out with. Our roadmap is, of course, divided into the business roadmap and the tech roadmap. We're moving forward with launching our AI version this year and, of course, scaling on Shopify. This is a bit about our market, a huge opportunity that combines some of the most powerful markets in the marketing and UGC and AI spaces. When speaking about competition, we of course have a very, very unique value proposition in the reviewing space, given the fact that our platform was built from the start from a video perspective, and of course the fact that it is now already in pilots for the very unique AI aspect that turns into the reviews into personalized reviews. This is a bit about our achievements. The company has raised nearly $1 million so far and is now moving forward with a seed round, a $3 million seed round these days that will be closed by Q2 2024. These are some of our investors. We have also won a product of the day on Product Hunt, and we're selected by Products That Count as one of the most promising SaaS tech products for 2023. This is our team. Betzel Elakovsky is our CTO and co-founder. Alongside me, a very experienced tech lead and CTO for various companies and startups nationally as well as globally. I myself am a passionate entrepreneur with over 15 years of content marketing experience. RAD is my second startup. Thank you very much and welcome to the future of e-commerce.
Fantastic. So that was the presentation from RAD. Please respond to the questions, to the poll. Your response would be highly appreciated. If you have any questions for RAD, please put them in the chat section, and we'll make sure that you are able to get a response from Sivan. She is not available today, unfortunately. That is thunder from the background. But hey, I really appreciate all the jury members' insights, questions, your thoughts on the startups. But now I would request our jury members to provide high-level feedback or insights of one or two startups that stood out for them. So you can probably name one or two startups that sort of made an impact for you today. Who would like to go first? Toad, may I request you to kickstart that?
Yeah, I was just looking at notes. So I thought Nicolytics was very strong, actually. and would definitely want to have a conversation to see, if there was some non-dilutive financing that could be provided. Just looking down through the list on a different screen here. I think Wingback also was potentially a fit for us. And again, we're looking for, different things than most VCs, right? Because we're really more of a non-dilutive revenue-based finance. So some of the, smaller target markets, which may be less attractive to VCs in a lot of cases, are more attractive to us. Potentially Frand Avenue as well, if there were three.
Right.
But to be, kind of upfront about our approach, where there is revenue which is recurring and a growing business with a good profit margin, that is within our wheelhouse. So I suppose that most of these companies actually we would consider.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Tor. Appreciate your feedback. Let's see who wants to go next. Anil, do you want to go next?
Hey, guys. I think all companies were good and differentiated, but I like open energy a lot, considering the growth of EV across world. I think swappable battery will make it more appealing to people who would like to go for long drive and want to have a cleaner solution. So it really looked quite cool. Nice one.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Anil, for your feedback. Mark or Alejandro or Awang, whoever wants to go next. Yeah, Mark, go ahead.
Sure, I'm sorry, my videos of my bandwidth keeps giving me issues. The presentations were extremely interesting today, and I like how you recorded via video to keep the timing on track. I saw potential in open energy. It's going to be a very, very difficult market to penetrate, and I think and there are going to be significant challenges. But this is definitely something where if somebody cracks the code, they're going to be a world beater. Hercules AI has potential. I think there's still going to be a lot of difficulties implementing, generative AI technology. And I think a lot of corporates and even SMEs are finding out it's a lot harder than they thought. It's not just a matter of just slapping ChatGPT onto your e-commerce platform, for example, your chatbot. But I definitely think there's potential in this area.
Okay,
was interesting, not quite in our vision.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Alejandro, please go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you all of the entrepreneurs to show us the companies. I'm agree with that open energy has a lot of opportunities. Hercules AI was also another company that I found quite interesting, but we need to receive the documentation to see if it's
sure
potentially investable for our fund. But again, I wanted to congratulate everyone and also to you for organizing this. Was quite well organized and the time was perfect. So
thanks a lot, Alejandro. And we will obviously make connections after this event so that you can connect with the startups and start your deep dive due diligence process with them. Awang, please.
Okay, thank you, Magas. So I also like the open energy because it aligns with what we are looking for in terms of industry, and also the market is currently growing. So that's the thing. And from a business perspective, the impact is also very interesting for us to follow up with the discussion. So maybe for if we have to choose two startups from today, maybe we will choose Wingback and Open Energy. But actually, all the startups have good presentations and also their performance is also are also good like that. So it's a bit difficult for us to strictly say that this two is like the best. No. They have like the positive and negative in the different area, but all of them have the star theme like that with a past of experience. So yeah, maybe that's for me, open energy and bring back for follow-ups. Thank you.
That's very true, Awang. All of them have done a fantastic job. Again, it's extremely difficult to put all the information, all the insights, all the value prop in that 4 minutes pitch and then present to the audience on Zoom. So definitely it's a very difficult task, and startups have been able to do a fantastic job with these presentations. So kudos to them. Again, I really appreciate the jury members, the audience for being with us on this 90 minutes, 95 minutes long call. Jury members, thanks a lot for your feedback, your insights, your questions to the startups. I think these questions are extremely important, because then startups need to reflect on their overall messaging and where the investors may have concerns and that they need to address in their future pitches. So again, really appreciate your time. Thanks everybody. This is again Pankaj Gupta from EthAum Venture Partners. I really appreciate everybody's time today. And again, we will come back again to make sure that we are able to have these one-on-one conversations between you and the startups to see how we can help these startups with pilots or co-GTM or product integration or investment opportunities. Obviously, each and every support to the startup ecosystem is highly appreciated. And that's what we do 24/7, right? So again, thanks everybody for joining in, and we will reconnect soon. Take care, stay safe. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.